Welcome back to Sailing Seabird, where we are restoring our abandoned Gulfstar 41 sailboat, which we bought for just €1. This week is a huge milestone. After years of work, we're finally getting the mast ready to step. We sand it down, treat it with a special chemical, and give it a fresh coat of paint so it's strong, protected, and ready to go back on the boat. Every bit of progress gets us closer to sailing again, and today we are one step away from raising the mast for the first time in 15 years.
Back at it in a very humid shed. We'll be cracking on with the dismantling of the roller furling. I always forget how to take these furlers apart, but I think I need to take one screw out, which is being somewhat difficult, as per. Obviously bought two roller furlings because they were cheap. One was all bent and the other one wasn't. Here is the demo. That's what we need to do. I've managed to, without bashing it up too much, put a drop of oil in, and I think, yeah, we're in. Look at that, in like Flynn. It's not that the bolts and the nut were seized, it's the fact that the bolts were seized onto the housing. The thing with this sort of work is you get dirty. And voila. Oh, there were more ball bearings. I'm right in assuming there's 84 for this unit. All I know is I have that many. Plus what's on the floor now. 10mm unit and an 8mm unit. And the thing we need to decide, are they interchangeable? This is the 8mm piece. Keep note of the size of that hole. That's the 10mm piece. And you can see that's probably why they're replacing the unit, because it's broken. But it looks like the vernier's all the way at the other side of the mast. It looks like the sizing's correct. These seem to swap around all right. So all I've got to do now is bash something in this hole until this pin, which is kind of like that shape pin, can become free and I can slide it out. No, idiots. I've got to take that piece off. That's how you take it apart. Oh, moron. Sorry, people. I sometimes forget how to take apart old roller furlings. Yeah. God, how can I be so dumb? Don't answer that, people. Don't answer that. Right, you're going to have to deal with me with no t-shirt on. It's really hot. Okay. In theory, this should now pop out. And this one. So we basically bought this one for the foils because the first one was right for us. It's an 8mm wire, but the foils were all bent. Da da da. All right, there we are. It's off. Sweet. Okay. As I said, apart from that, got the extra tap on. That's in better condition. No, the part numbers are the same. 539-206. 539-20. Brilliant. So we've got a spare of that. Ooh. Okay, we've got some action up here, people. All right, we're getting there. This one might come apart. The other one, because it was bent, none of the pieces would move. So it got destroyed. I just cut up what I could. So these join all the foils together, and then where this piece was, has a longer one. The rest are all like that. There's the longer one. That's it. Look at it. Bum bum bum. Wah, 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 wah. Sweet. Now, in theory, it is just a case of throwing it all in the bucket. Ta-da! And that's how you take the roller furling apart. I hope you're taking notes. Because what we're hoping to do is dismantle the roller furling, comme ça, pack it as if it's just been bought. We'll put the mast up with the original stay, and then in theory, we should be able to follow the instructions, and Seldon are really good with instructions, and put the roller furling together properly, which would be quite a nice thing. So yep, furling's taken apart. I can cross that off today's list. So we have a spare top swivel, 2 buckets now of roller furlings. Yay! That is for the tang. The tang. Comes in a 2-piece. And then it gets riveted on and 2 little bolts go through. The big hole here is for the stay and the little hole here is for the block. On the last boat, I got the first hole wrong. So I would like to redeem myself on this boat and not get it wrong. Ooh, I probably should start by putting it the right way up. Okay. Sure you are. We're calling that 2 for 2, people. In theory, if we mark these, I'm going to stop recording now because it's not going good. I'm about to cry. There she is. Probably not my finest work, but on the whole, it will suffice. Yeah, it'll be strong enough. Slightly disappointed, but I do find these sort of jobs quite hard. It's that hot, I have a sweat rag. I feel like an athlete. Maybe I should get a sweatband. This is what we're on at the moment. So obviously, each step is slightly different. Obviously, you get what you pay for. So we're marking them all up. So when it comes to putting them on, it shouldn't be that bad. There's a bit of flex in everything, but hopefully once riveted, and we'll also put silicone in between just to create a barrier. What we're doing is 1 meter apart. So then each step is 50 centimeters. The top ones aren't too bad because you can drill them in situ. And the bottom ones are a bit tricky. So this is everything. I just don't get why everything's such. And that. Oh! I'm just getting so frustrated with working on this mast today. I think once we start actually riveting these on, it'll be slightly easier to work. They're 1 meter apart, so just over 3 foot, just over a yard. Okay, let's carry on. Next one.
I've got a weenie. I've just come to help Stuart. He's gonna drill the holes for the gooseneck for the boom, which goes over here. There used to be a little track because we had a different boom, but someone donated a boom that is a bit better. With this one we can run all the lines through the inside instead of having them outside, but it needs a different fitting on the mast. So there has been a little bit of work in there. He took the track off the old track and he had to sand the block, the gooseneck, sorry. He had to sand the gooseneck a little bit for it to fit right on our mast. And today the holes are getting drilled. The boom is gonna be 1.35 meters from the deck. And by our calculations, it shouldn't touch our solar arch or solar panels. There will be quite a nice gap in between.
I had to sand it a bit inside so it sits a bit better.
Yeah, not bad. The drill has finally died.
It's kind of, it just overheats to the point that it kills the battery.
And you can't use it, so yeah, it's died.
Well, no, if you get another battery, it's fine.
Yeah, but we can't just use a battery every minute.
So I borrowed Old Faithful of the neighbours.
It's good to have neighbours.
Yeah, they're definitely taking my soul a little bit. You know who Pinhead is, my love? The guy from Hellraiser. Like the 80s horror film. God, it's terrible.
Yeah, I know now.
Alright, you can, let's get this out. Yeah, roll it down. Some of the rivets came out.
Have you ever been in a busy anchorage and couldn't find your boat and panic?
Not anymore, because we have an orange radar reflector. That's gonna be probably like that on the mast.
No. It's gonna be easy to spot. It is obviously second hand. And when I saw it the first time, I thought it's massive. I still think it's a bit big.
Well, better to be too big than not big enough. Greg. Okay.
And for any of you who are no boaters, what that thing does is it shows your position to anyone in a boat with a radar, correct?
Yep, it's basically just a load of random bits of aluminium. There's probably some science to it, but you know it's good. It's made in England. British pattern.
British pattern.
Yeah. I think they're pretty straight. Yeah, I'm sure that'll do. Okay, so whilst Marina holds it, I'm gonna drill. I'll show you something cool as well.
Whoa, whoa. Dun, dun, dun.
Our drill broke and Daniel bought us a new one. I'm not gonna give out his surname.
This just came today, so thank you so much, Daniel. Smells good?
Yeah, new drill smell. Doesn't smell like burnt plastic, so that's always good.
We were looking for the internal bits to maybe fix it, but it was not possible. Even the case melted, so.
Okay.
Whoa.
Let's give it a go.
Look at the size comparison with you.
Yeah.
Chunky.
Ooh.
It looks so small from here. And I don't think you can see, but it's not in the middle. So much measuring that Stuart's been doing. And he's pissed.
It's the bracket that's bent.
Is the bracket? But it doesn't matter.
Yeah, see, you can just bend it a little bit.
Yeah, it's fine.
This is happening today. Get the old mast sanded, give it a go, get stuck in with a little bit of music, start at one end and try and get down to the other. Thought I'd give it a quick go before recording just to make sure it was working okay. The pad has lost its grip, so it got thrown over there. The hose keeps coming off, so I've lashed it on. And I'm getting rather annoyed. I've only just started with the green ones. Hopefully it's good. They hold a bit better, but these Merkur ones are really nice, but they're not holding. And it's okay on the flat, but on the curves, they just whiz off. Oh, slowly getting there. I'm just working my way through the painted section now. I went to the office to get to see if my little deburring tool had arrived, and lo and behold, a part that we ordered this morning, actually one came in. So whoever kindly bought this for us, yeah, it must be a sign from the gods, as it were, because I was not happy this morning. I woke up, had a headache, the sandpaper wasn't sticking. I spat the dummy out, and at least now we have a new thingy. So yeah, I think it's even beyond perfect timing. Oh, that new Velcro smell. Thank you. Look at that, beautiful. So I'm going to plod on. Thank you once again. Sorry if I go on a little bit. Anyway, that's what you're watching. So yeah, 2 minutes of me going on. Plus I cut my hair yesterday. Snazzy. That's it for today. I didn't manage to get the whole mast sanded. Pretty close, but some friends had their boat leaving the hangar today, so there was a bit of a celebration there. I had to get some bits from the mechanics, so a bit of a chat and a chill there. But on the whole, I think I gave it a good maybe 8 hours, 9 hours. So longer than expected, but something to do in the morning, so we'll carry on tomorrow morning.
We are getting there. We just drilled the last, well, I say we, but Stuart just drilled the last few holes. And we're using this, how I call it, sharp crochet hook. Our friend Ben recommended it to get rid of all the sharp bits inside that are left around the holes when you drill. Sharp. So how is it called?
Deburring tool, I think.
Deburring tool.
A burr, yeah.
I wish we could leave it like this. It looks pretty cool. This is how Stuart has decided to signal that we're working in the corner in case any cars come in. Paddle up means working on the mast. The mast is ready. The trolley is here with all the materials. And Stu has had his 5-minute sit down, getting mentally ready for the job.
Mentally ready, I'm waiting for you.
Yeah, he was actually waiting for me. I was a bit behind. You ready?
Yeah, let's do it. Get it done. Sooner we start, the sooner we finish.
As we mentioned before, we can't just paint the mast as it is. We've just sanded off the anodizing and it's bare aluminium, so it needs some kind of treatment on it to then put the paint on to protect it from any corrosion, so the paint also sticks well. And we talked about Alodyne before, and a lot of you knew the product, and we investigated a little bit, and apart from being really toxic, which scares us a lot, it's also really difficult to move between countries and stuff. It's not, I don't think in France is a thing, especially if you're a particular. Maybe if you're a company it's different. But yeah, we were investigating online and we found a company in America that has a product that does the same thing, it's for the same purpose, but is not as toxic. So we really like that. Yeah, there is a product. Sanchem is the name of the company. There. Da-da-dum. And this product is called Safeguard CC and it's 6,100. So it's a 2-part mix. So we reached out to them and we saw what we were doing. They just decided to help us out, which is really nice of them. And we're really excited to try this out. Apparently, if you do everything right, when you put the product on, it turns gold, the aluminium. So we're gonna see how it goes. They also send us the product that they use to clean the aluminium before the treatment goes on. And that's what we're about to do now. Shipping was amazingly quick, faster than even things we order here in France.
It's often the way from the States. Actually,
they're pretty efficient. So there is part A and B, which is the mix, and then C is the cleaning one.
Alright, let's get cleaning.
That's the inside. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Smells kind of soapy. And it foams like soap. The cleaning product must be rinsed off with demineralized water, which makes things a little bit trickier because it's easier obviously with hose, but we have to use these just 5-liter pots of demineralized water. If you use normal water, it could interfere with the product.
Okay. The camera fell. Okay.
We want to try first on the spreaders and see how it works, and then get into the real business. Oh, it's a beautiful color.
There we go.
Nice. It's 1-to-1 mix, so it's pretty simple. Oh, I love the color. So if everything works well, once we apply these, the aluminium should turn gold. If it doesn't in 60 seconds, it means we haven't prepped the surface properly.
Alright, let's give it a go. The suspense is killing me.
And this needs to be totally dry before you apply it. Okay. You see it? How it's turning gold?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's perfect.
Golden spreaders. Obviously, it would be way better if we had a massive tank where we just dip the mast, but we don't.
Yeah, it's backyard mechanics, love it. A lot of it's gone gold.
Hmm?
A lot of it's gone gold. It's all good, babe. It's all good.
Oh,
What?
look at us working with chemicals, and what hurts me is a little ant.
Ouch.
There you can see the difference. The bottom hasn't turned golden yet because we need to turn it around. But where it's dripped, it's turned gold.
I don't know how toxic it is, but you know, I'm not in pain, and I've got loads of it on my hands.
Well, I think you should be wearing gloves because it's a chemical anyway. But it definitely It doesn't smell of anything. It's not like...
Yeah, it's not like super toxic.
Yeah, so I'm glad we went for this. It's chromate free. I'm just having a minute in the shade. So many boats are going out today. We dream of the day we can go sailing. We're going to move it inside because it's just too hot in the sun. I don't know if you can see. It is funny to look up and see the seagull's feet.
Yeah, it's pretty cold, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Protected from oxidation and is a good base to paint on. Looks so weird.
Yeah, it looks like one of those old masts from the 80s,
Yeah.
70s, you know.
Looks good on you.
I want to say thanks to Sandchem for helping us out with this product. So if you want to prep your mast and paint it like a professional,
Don't do it like us.
watch this video.
Maybe we've done it a bit cowboy, honey, without like proper PPE and...
Well, of course, it's backyard mechanics, but I'm still alive. And if I wake up tomorrow, it'll be a job well done.
Knowing it was chromate free, I must say we were more relaxed.
That's it. No chromites for Stu.
Cool. Let me introduce you to our mast base. A chunk of G10. We got it from Dunks, where we also got the shims for our engine. So we know their products and we thought this would be a great material for the base. So we're gonna just cut the shape of the hole and then it's gonna be screwed on with 2 bolts like the old one was onto the wood that is in the boat. And then the mast is just gonna slot inside. We know there's many other ways to do this. This might not be the best, but we're gonna try. And if there's a problem, well, we'll fix it. The old base was also on the inside, so we think that, you know, it will be all right to replicate, but with a different material.
Well, I messed up that corner.
So we're just trying to make templates to then cut these into the right shape.
So if we series drill out and then with the big sander working it until it fits.
The 4 corners have been taken off. These are the weapons: pillar drill, hacksaw and Stu.
Well, and the belt sander.
And the belt sander, yeah. There's 2 English mechanics here. Stu loves hanging out with them. It's like going back to England.
Yeah, they're good guys.
And they're very helpful.
And I have borrowed the sander for 2 weekends in a row because they're not open on the weekends.
And
it's time for me to return it. I need to return it by 9 o'clock on a Monday morning.
Yeah, so he's trying to get the job done before we have to return it. Pretty close, I would say.
Yeah.
Nice and pretty.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go and try it. Ooh. Yeah, say don't do the curves anymore. And just do the side.
Alright, yep.
Now that the mast is treated, we're gonna prime it. Solder taping is done. And here's a primer. We are using this primer, ZF primer, from Igmopox. I don't know how it's pronounced. It's been recommended, so we'll have a go. The camera died whilst doing a time lapse, so I don't know how far it got. But the first coat of primer is on. It's gone from dirty and crappy to shiny and silvery, then golden, and now white. Patchy white. We've done half each. So in about 3-4 hours, we have to come back, turn it around, and do the areas where the stands are. And then in 8 hours, we have to come back and do the whole thing again. And then in another 4 hours, come back, turn it around, do where the stands are. This is what we call a romantic date night. We had forgotten about the drain hole, because obviously water is gonna come in at some point. Hopefully not a lot, because there will be a lid on the top, but we want water to be able to drain out. Even on the base that we built, fiberglass base, we're gonna drill a groove as well, so the water can drain down into the bilge and into the bilge pump. So we're doing that quickly before we put the second coat of primer on, because it's been 8 hours and we're a bit tight on time, and ideally we would like to be painting during the day, but the
primer.
Yeah, and the 8 hours have already passed, so we're gonna just give it a go. We've painted in this same hangar in the dark before, so we know we can do it. We've got all the torches. We're nearly there. We're almost gonna meet. Here you can see the difference. From here, 2 coats, 1 coat. The second coat is always so much more satisfying.
Maybe it made too much paint. Oh, we've still got the spreaders.
It's looking good.
Yeah, once all the stainless goes on, it might actually not look so bad.
The first coat I did the bottom, Stuart did the top, and now we've swapped. Because my painting is so much better.
Yeah, mine's quicker.
We need to balance it out. Well, you say you're quicker, but who's done more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.5. And I've done, yeah, probably less. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Slower, but prettier.
Paint.
Yep. And we're done. It's midnight. We have to come back in about 4 hours to turn it around and paint where the stands were. And it's looking good. We'll show you tomorrow when there is more light. But it's looking good. I must say it's not our best work.
It's fine.
I think we did better with the boat, with the hull. But it's done. So we're about to do the top coat. So this one you need to mix and then leave it for 30 minutes so it reacts. It's the first time I have to do this with paint, so I don't really know what's going on. And then we'll put some thinners and roll it on. How is it?
Thin.
That's okay. shiny. And we're done. Which is good because light is starting to go and we couldn't see anything. But look how shiny.
Just show people exactly where you made it to and where I made it to in the same amount of time.
Okay, Stuart and his competitive side is telling me to tell you how much he's done, how much I've done. So I have done up to here. I've done up to there, and Stu's done the rest. So yeah, Stu, very good, very good. You're so quick. I think I just look a bit more with detail. Stu goes fast, fast, fast. That's why I did the bottom part, which is the part that everyone will see. And Stu did the top part. But the paint is amazing, so it's pretty good result. Beautiful. My bike is a little bit sick.
No, we need to take it to the bike mechanic, I think. There was a flyer at the supermarket.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Let's just stop here and say goodbye.
Well, that's it for this week of painting and prepping.
Yep.
A little bit dubious about how things are going, but they're going good, kind of.
Stuart, why are you so negative?
I'm not negative.
Everything is going great.
Yeah, hopefully in the next few days we start putting the mast back together, and that's what scares me.
Yeah, next week you'll see us putting basically everything back on the mast, making the rigging and all the interesting bits. And you'll see the result because we still have one coat of paint to put on.
Yep,
But we're done for the week.
that's it.
This is it.
So thank you all that have supported. Thank you all
Sorry.
that have supported and help out, especially with the wish list. You guys have been amazing and it's truly awesome.
It's helped a lot, like paint brushes, gloves,
Yeah. Some rope, some tools.
yeah, loads
Yeah.
of things that we're actually using as soon as they get in, so thank you so
Yeah,
much.
really awesome. And a special thanks to our Patreons and everybody else that likes, comments and subscribe if you haven't. Have a good week and we'll see you next week. Bye bye.
Bye!